Hello everyone. In last video we started the chapter food production. Today we will start with nitrogen cycle. The bacteria living in the roots of legume are not the only microorganisms that convert atmospheric nitrogen into compounds that plant can use. There are many other bacteria like cyanobacteria in the soil that do so. Some bacteria convert nitrogen into ammonia or amino acid. Some convert ammonium salt into nitrates and some convert nitrates into nitrites. Plants and animals would not have survived without these microorganisms because they are not capable of converting atmospheric nitrogen into compounds needed for making proteins. Plants use the nitrates available in the soil to make proteins. The animals derive protein from plants when they eat them. When plants and animals die, the nitrogenous compounds locked in their body are converted into ammonia by microorganisms. The ammonia is ultimately converted into nitrates with the help of bacteria. Atmospheric nitrogen is also converted into compounds of nitrogen by the process of lightning and ultraviolet radiation from the sun. These compounds come down with rain. This accounts for a very small portion of the nitrates in the soil. There is a reverse process in nature that returns nitrogen to the air. Some bacteria which are living in the soil break down nitrogenous compounds to get energy, and the nitrogen released in the process escape into the air. All these processes can be summed up as a continual cycling of nitrogen from the air to the soil and to the living world. Together they form the nitrogen cycle. Now we will discuss with the help of diagram. This is the diagram of nitrogen cycle. You will draw this in your notebooks. In this you will see both the processes, how nitrogen come into the soil and how this nitrogen go up into the air. Children, you will look death and decomposition of plants and absorbed by. In this process, nitrogen come into the soil and this in the soil plants absorb this. So this is a cyclic process, and the nitrogen come in soil with the help of lightning and ultraviolet radiation. Various microorganisms convert nitrogen, and here decomposition of excreta and remain of animals, nitrogen comes into the soil, and again with the process of bacteria breakdown of nitrogenous compound, this nitrogen go back into the air. So this is a cyclic process and this process is continues. Okay children, now the next process, what are fertilizers? Here we will discuss biofertilizers, microorganisms which improve soil fertility by fixing atmospheric nitrogen and dissolving nutrients present in the soil are cultivated specially. These microorganisms are put into packets. Farmers buy them and mix with the seeds they sow. With the help of biofertilizers, they improve the fertility of the soil. Now manure. Manure or organic manure, as it is sometimes called, is produced by the decomposition of crop residue, animal dung, etc. The sludge from the treatment of sewage and so on. When the manure is produced by allowing microorganisms to act on the waste matter in converted pits, it is called compost. The process of decomposition can take place in the open too. Some plants like black gram, cluster beans, cowpea, etc. They are grown especially to produce manure. They are plowed back into the soil and are referred to as green manure because these plants have the have the legume, and in the legume there are many bacteria are present. Now chemical fertilizers, the fertilizers which are made into factories or man-made are called chemical fertilizers. Man-made plants nutrients produced in factories, and these are called chemical fertilizers. There are three types of fertilizers. First is nitrogenous fertilizer. They are the compounds which contain nitrogen. Second, phosphatic fertilizer. They are the compounds of phosphorus. And third is potassic fertilizer. They are contain compounds of potassium. Some fertilizer contain all three types of plant nutrients. Fertilizers provide certain nutrients which are either absent or not present in adequate quantities in manure. However, overuse of fertilizer harms the soil, and also the accumulation of fertilizers in water bodies can kill aquatic organisms through a process called eutrophication. The process of eutrophication we will read again in another chapter. Now, some advantages and disadvantages of using fertilizers are given in this table. You will see there are fertilizers and here the manures. First of all, we discuss some advantages of fertilizer and manure. Advantages are fertilizer provide specific nutrients not present in manure. They are easy to store, transport and use because they are compact and readily absorbed by plants because they are water soluble. Whereas manure, when added humus, they added humus to the soil and thus improved the structure of the soil, it making it hold water and aerated it. Not expensive, they can be prepared from waste in the farm, does not cause pollution because it is derived from the decomposition of natural substances. Now, the disadvantages of fertilizer and manure. They do not provide humus, they change the soil structure and make it prone to erosion. Overuse of fertilizer can harm soil fertility by making it too acidic or alkaline. Accumulation of fertilizer in water bodies causes eutrophication, means growth of unwanted plants in water bodies. And the disadvantages of manure, it does not provide certain specific nutrients needed by crops. They are not easy to store, transport and handle because it is bulky, and they are not soluble in water. Okay children, now we will discuss the questions regarding this video. Now come from B part, question number 2. A part, what is green manure? So children, come to the page number 5 and the answer is here. Some plants like black gram, cluster bean and cowpea are grown especially to produce manure. They are plowed back into the soil and are referred to as green manure. This is the answer of question number 2 from B part. A part from B part and the first part of this question. Now second part, how is compost prepared? Again the answer is on page number 5. The answer is here. When the manure like crop residue, animal dung, etc. is produced by allowing microorganisms to act on the waste matter in covered pits is called the compost. Now children, come to the C part, question number 1. Write briefly about the advantages and disadvantages of using chemical fertilizer. The answer of this question is on page number 6. Children, you will write this table, the advantages and disadvantages of fertilizer and only fertilizer. You will write only this and this part. This is the advantages of fertilizer and these are the disadvantages of fertilizer. Now the next question from C part, question number 2. What is nitrogen cycle? Look children, answer is again page number 4 and 5. The answer is in points. Points number 1. The bacteria living in the roots of legumes convert atmospheric nitrogen into compounds that plant can use added to make proteins. Now, second point, animals derive protein from plants when they eat them. Now, third point, atmospheric nitrogen is also converted into compounds of nitrogen by lightning and ultraviolet radiation from the sun and come down with the rain. Now fourth point, when plants and animals die, the nitrogenous compounds locked in their body are converted into ammonia by microorganism, which is converted into nitrates by bacteria. Now next point, point number 5, some bacteria living in the soil break down nitrogenous compound to get energy. The nitrogen released in the process escapes into the air. Now 6 point, all these processes together form the nitrogen cycle. I repeat again, points number 6, all these processes together form the nitrogen cycle. Okay children, you will do all the question very carefully in your notebook and also draw the diagram of nitrogen cycle with the question number 2 from C part. Goodbye everyone.